Hello, my flock. Badraven here today. This is the Christmas season, 2017, and the Badraven wanted to extend to his fans a very Merry Christmas to all of you, and hopefully have a Happy New Year this year. But I was wanting to do a video since I was thinking about all the times when I was small, and I like to watch certain Christmas shows on television, and I just kind of want to be nostalgic of thinking about all the stuff we did as kids, me and my sisters. And I know some children today, it's different. I know we have cable channels still, like ABC, CBS, and NBC, but back in the day, we didn't have recordings of these videos, like for VHS. I'm talking about before VHS and everything. I'm not talking about, after they came out. This is when you had to be in front of your television when these came on. When they showed like a little like TV spot of, hey, Rudolph is going to be on at 8 o'clock Tuesday night, you had to be in front of your television, sat down, hope nothing was wrong with the cable, hope your electricity didn't go out, and you were there to watch these cartoons about Christmas. So I'm going to kind of do like my version, like the ones I like the most and the ones I watch the most. And I may do some honorable mentions of movies that I liked, maybe not way back then, but some movies over time that I liked that were Christmas related. But let me take you back when I was a very small Badraven. I loved watching these. Me and my sisters would really look forward to these coming on television, like I said. And it was like a tradition, to get to watch these before Christmas, because then you knew Christmas is right around the bend, because they would like to come. You only could see them like one time, too. They would only show them like one time before Christmas, and it was kind of like not a good thing if you wasn't home to get to watch them. So we really looked forward to this, getting to watch this, and like I said, there was no reruns, and there was no way to watch it again before the next year. So we would really look forward to getting in front of the television and watch these great classics. Now, these are not going to be any surprise to people because everybody pretty much watched these back in the day. But this is my order of the ones we like the most. First one is Frosty the Snowman. This is my DVD. It's one of the first DVDs I got of this back in the day. And this movie is very good because it showed the kids in school going out and building a snowman during class. My sisters and I always wanted to be at school and it would snow like that and be able to play out in the snow with our friends. So we didn't really get to do that because usually if it started snowing in bed, they would send us home. So we kind of didn't get to do that part of it. But Frosty the Snowman has got a very, very, very big place in my heart. I love the narration, and I love the guy that does the voice of Frosty. I don't know his name. I'll have to look on here, and I'll post it up here, what his name was in the narrator. Now, the Frosty Returns is on this one, too, and I didn't care much for Frosty Returns. The songs wasn't as good. Talking about the original, it was something that, the music and the songs and stuff, and it's something about having it in a 30-minute time span that you kind of go on with the story, and then it just all added up toward the end. And we really loved it. And we look forward to watching it every year. Singing the song about Frosty the Snowman. We've had recordings when we were really young of singing the Frosty song. And it was really hilarious because when I get to the parts where I'd say, Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, jolly snow that came to life, I'd say, one day. And I'd stop because that's the only parts I knew. I always end with one day. And it was very hilarious to hear when I was a little kid. That was my memories of Frosty, and I still like to watch it to this day. I know it sounds very, 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 makes me sound very old and nostalgic, but it was a really good little cartoon. Now, my second one that we watched a lot was Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This is my DVD of it. As you can see at the top, it's got Andrew's name on it. He took it to school several times when he was in when he was in grade school to watch while they were during right before Christmas break. They let him bring movies over, so he got to take it home. He really likes this one too. He likes the live action one probably better, with Jim Carrey as the Grinch, but this one's my favorite because it's Dr. Seuss. I mean, and the Mean One song stands out in my head. He's a Mean One, Mr. Grinch was a really, really good song. And at the end of it, with all the meaning about, they didn't get their presents and they ended up still being happy that they were with their families and stuff like that. It had a great meaning because it showed that you didn't have to have presents to be able to have a really good Christmas. So that really stands out as a really good subject for kids, even today, to know that it's not the presents, it's the family, and you could have Christmas without presents. Even though we liked our presents too, don't get me wrong. So that was that. This one is a very, very good movie. I mean, I'll call it a movie, it's a TV show, but Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer it's probably 45 minutes long. I bought this the same time I bought the Frosty. I found it. I think it was someplace up in Richmond. It's like one of the first ones that you could get at the time, the DVD. The actual disc is not anything to write home about. It's just got the label on it. But we had to watch this. We had to. My sister Chris, Ginger. We had to watch this before Christmas. You couldn't have Christmas without Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And one of my sisters, Janice, when she was a real little, Mom said that when she watched this, she kept crying to her in the kitchen while it was on, and said, she said, "What are you crying about, Janice?" And she said, "Oh, they won't let Rudolph play in any reindeer games." So she took it pretty hard as a kid. So I was us too. We really lived and died by these little cartoons, and we were just really soft-hearted because they really touched us in the heart, and had a lot of very good musical songs like Silver and Gold and all different types. Misfits, the Misfit song, just really stand out to me. And the animation, the stop motion animation was done so good back in the day. I couldn't just imagine how long it would take them to make this type of movie. But it was definitely done with love and caring, because every time we would come running when we got to watch this one, and this was when we definitely had to be there to watch. So Rudolph, great TV show. So this is like my number one television Christmas show to watch, and this one I think a lot of people has been on a lot of people's lists. It is A Charlie Brown's Christmas. Often imitated, never duplicated. Charlie Brown's Christmas. And you say, why did you pick this one over the rest of them? Well, this one had a lot of meaning in it. It had the true meaning of Christmas. You see in a lot of the other ones you got like Santa Claus and all those little things, in which the Grinch was probably the closest of having a true meaning of love and for the family. This one actually took it to the actual biblical point of the manger, and I thought that did a really good job on it, and it really nailed what Christmas was about. And Charlie Brown, got to save the day. That's what I liked in Charlie Brown. The man got kicked around a little bit in his cartoons, but he was always able to come out ahead. Like most movies, or TV shows, they always have a character always failing, but he was able to succeed in his quest for finding what Christmas was all about. And I love Linus's little speech at the play. I think it was well done. I think if your kids haven't watched this one, definitely let them watch this one. It does the true meaning of Christmas, and it's really a really good cartoon. I think it was made back in the 60s, maybe. I'll double check that, and if I got the date, I'll put it up here. But it's been made. It was made a long time ago, but it's still relevant today, I think. That's my number one Christmas TV show that me and my family watched when I was very young. This is the DVD version I have. That's like one of the first ones I ever bought right here. A classic in every sense of the word. The Charlie Brown Christmas. You can't go wrong with this. Now these are my honorable mentions as far as movies. I mean, these are not like the TV shows, but this is just movies I love to watch during Christmas. You know, the newer kind were newer to me. And you got Christmas Vacation. I just bought this for Black Friday. I had it on HDVD, the old version. Blu-ray, I mean, high definition copy. This one was just an upgrade, so I could have it on Blu-ray in case my HDVD copy ever went bad or player went bad. But I was working at the corporate cinema that I tell you about, the old one back in the day when this came out. I think it was in 89, and I remember I got the poster. It's not up here. This one's of the Muppets Christmas and the Home Alone 2, but this one is in the other room on the living room poster. And it just every year I like to watch it. It's just crazy, hilarious, Griswold Christmas, kooky, like he always gets in trouble with his vacation movies. I like the original Vacation. I like this one. These are the best two that he put out. But this one, the good holiday one. If you want to laugh during Christmas, this definitely got it. It's got some risque stuff in it, but still one of my favorites to watch during the holiday times. And I still get a very, very good feeling when I watch it. Awesome, awesome movie for Christmas. But this is my favorite Christmas movie to watch. And if you've watched my channel any bit, you should know what this is. Do we have any guesses? Think really hard. I actually went and saw some of the filming locations, and that'll help you out. The filming locations where this movie was made back in the 80s. And I'm talking about A Christmas Story. Ralphie's Adventure of Getting the Red Ryder BB Gun Christmas Story. This is the 2-disc special edition. This is like the cover thing for it. This is the inside. Great, great artwork and stuff for a DVD. I do have this on Blu-ray. I haven't got the copy here to show you right now, but it's definitely on Blu-ray. Inside, super, super cool. All the artwork on this. They did take a lot of time for this. I think they did a really good job. A lot of special features on this one. But getting back to the movie, I've told the story of seeing this on VHS. I've even got one of the original big boxes of it. I never got to go see it on the big screen till they showed like a Christmas showing a few years back at my local theater for like a food drive. But when I was younger, I wanted to go see this and couldn't. It was, we just didn't get to go out to the movies as much. But when I watched this on VHS for the first time, when VHS was newly invented, early 80s, I fell in love with this movie from the day I watched it. It's always a movie that's been there, I've always wanted to watch it. I've always dying to watch it when the holidays come around. It's great. I watch it on VHS. I didn't watch it on my old VHSs of it. I mean, it's that important to me. I like watching the 24-hour thing they do too on TNT. But the story of Ralphie wanting the BB gun and all the stuff he has to go through with the bullies, Scott Farkas, and all of them, it's just great. I don't know how they thought of this story, but it's just a really cool story. It was a box office bomb, but when it got on VHS, it became a cult classic, and the rest is history. And everybody loves it. Everybody knows this movie that knows anything about Christmas movies. And like I said, me and Andrew went to Cleveland, Ohio, where this was filmed. Well, at least the exterior scenes of the house was filmed. And we got to do a tour of the place. I'll have to show you like some of my videos of that. I'll have to get them all together and let you see them. But it was super, super cool to see the house. And when I got a leg lamp that I, bought off eBay. It's, almost a replica of the original. So you can tell I really love this movie. Definitely watch this before Christmas. It'll definitely put you in the Christmas mood. But I just wanted to make this quick video to show you all the great stuff about this holiday season that I like to watch. I hope that, like I said, that you are all going to have a great Christmas. Everybody can be together with their families, so that's what it's all about, being with your families. I hope you come back and watch more videos through the new year. We appreciate you all the flock members, give their time out to watch these videos, and I surely appreciate it. So I want you to always remember, too, that the Bad Raven is your friend, and we're always definitely going to come back for more videos for you. So I'm going to let you go and say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you later. And goodbye.